The transition from catching the ball to throwing the ball, I try to keep it simple for the kids. Like even at the high school level, I try to keep it simple. So main thing you're concentrating on as a catcher is catching that ball first. You know, you're not slapping at it. You're not, just nonchalantly just trying to like knock it down. You're catching that ball with the intention of getting a strike. Sometimes you'll have a pitch out that'll help you in that instance because you don't have to focus on that aspect of it, but that's first and foremost. So you're catching that ball, you've got your hand behind your catcher's glove here, catch it, and the simplest thing that I always taught was just a jab step. So, and as you're doing that jab step, you're transitioning to throwing. So it's kind of like drawing a line from your mitt straight to your ear. Okay, catch the ball, you do your jab step, but at the same time, it's just straight up to your ear. Okay, and whether the ball is inside or outside, you're always kind of working your way back towards that home plate. So yeah, catch the ball, and then it's just a jab step. Catch it, that's a jab step. Catch it out here. Again, jab step towards it, and take your step towards second base. Your left-footed. Usually when you're a catcher, you're right-handed. I don't know if I've ever seen too many left-handed catchers, so your left foot is always pointing towards the base you're throwing to. So again, just a really quick jab step, just like that. And yeah, it's also keeping your balance, like Coach was talking about earlier. So you don't want to be catching the ball and stepping out here. And you just want to make sure you're keeping your balance. And you have a nice firm foundation underneath you, athletic position. Stay low, come up. I don't know if anybody coaches football in here, but I was a lineman for a long time when I was younger, and they always told us to stay low, keep your shoulders low. So you're coming up. You're not standing straight up. You're not catching it, standing straight up like this because your momentum isn't going forward. Catch it, stay low, and come up like that. Nice athletic stance. So if you're going to first base or third base, if you got a guy in the box like this, and you're going to third base with it, you might want to take a little bit of a drop step too. So if you catch the ball, guy here going to third base, should be like that direction. Catch the ball, you want to clear a little room, so you can kind of bring your back foot behind you, but not so much where you're tripping over yourself. Actually, you know what? I would just stay with the jab step, honestly. Because the more steps and the more sequences you put in there, the harder it's going to be. So just keep that jab step, just like that, and coming straight up towards third base. Batter's still standing there. There's a high likelihood he can get called for interference. So I always taught that too. Catch the ball, do your job. If he's standing there, so be it. He'll be called out. So just stay with it. First base, same thing, jab step. Turn your shoulders, make sure it's pointing towards first or third, wherever you're throwing it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions on that? No? Yeah, the most important thing is just bringing it up to your ear. You're not throwing it too much like a position player. Those guys like to bring the ball out and extend it. With the catcher, it's really short and compact. I always made sure that ear was with my guide. So, bring it up like this, and you're ready to go.
So go away, because you're going to be demonstrating my drill. I will. I just told you. Okay, so now we're going to go into the fielding part of our clinic. I wore this hat particularly to show you that even an old guy like me can go through change. This is the first and only flat-billed hat I've ever put on my head. So back when I played at Kent, I think they had feathered balls, but I know one thing, that the aluminum bat wasn't legal or used back when I played at Kent. So it was the old wood bats, but the basic fundamentals of fielding, hitting, throwing, catching are still the same. That hasn't much changed. So what I'm going to do here is to go over the fielding fundamentals of an infielder. Okay, you notice this is an infield glove. It's a little bent towards the pocket, smaller. If you got a shortstop with a big outfielder's glove, you probably should suggest to mom and dad, if he's going to play the infield, they get a smaller glove. Normally, especially when they're starting out, they're small anyway because the age group. But if you're older, the G League or F League or E League, and you got a big guy, you know, some of them that's the only glove they may have. So maybe you can go into your basement and find a old fielder's mitt for them. But I'm going to give you some basics on fielding a ground ball. And then I'll have Bo come out and we'll show you some basic drills that you can use. And it doesn't matter, 7, 8, all the way up to high school, because these are the same drills that when we were coaching in the falls that we used with our infielders. It was automatic. We go pick up, short hops, backhand, forehand, just basic fundamentals. So the first thing that you see a young man, a young girl do is if you see your infielder bending at the waist, stop them. Okay? You've got to teach them to get their rear ends as low as possible, and he's perfect because as a catcher, you notice his straight back, same thing you want out of your infielders. Okay, once you get down low and your hands are out here, your middle guys especially should have the best hands and the best feet. The best hands to catch it, the best feet to throw it. Any infielder who makes a bad throw, I guarantee you 95% of the time it's because of his feet, not his arm. And we'll show you what we're talking about there. But two things here. You want to get down as low and reach. Two things. Your eye level is come down as low as it can get to react to a bad hop on the ground. Okay, if I'm here, my eye level, you notice the difference of where it is. So if I'm here, I'm just reacting to bad hops. I can't get my hands away from my body. My hands become part of my body, and what happens when that happens? Just like blocking drill. It bounces off your glove because it's become part of your body. So you got to keep your glove out. And I always tell every infielder, God gave you two hands, use them. Okay? So we're here. So it's all about transferring. But we're here, we're down, and then you got a chance. And if you see a kid going down on his knee to catch a ground ball in the infield, stop it. Teach him, get up and use your hands to field the ball. We're not blocking the ball. That's what catchers do. Okay? Infielders catch the ball because they've got good hands, they're down low and they react, okay, to a ball. And you can tell the lower you're at how that ball's going to react on the field. Now, we don't have manicured fields. So,
really?
No comment.
I was out at Kent, opened up last weekend. I don't know if you've been out to their field, but they've got, it's all 100% other than the pitching mound, artificial turf now. So if you go to their field, you go, well, this guy's full of baloney, because I can see the dirt part of it. That's tan, artificial turf. So everything is artificial other than the pitcher's mound. Even home plate, where you dig in, all artificial. They even have cut lines on the infield and the outfield in this artificial turf. Now, those hops are pretty true. They just replaced it all because the old artificial turf was getting the seams and they were getting bad hops. So, but you can't get around that on the field you're playing. You just got to teach the young kids, you got to keep your head down. Once you start doing this, that's when the bad bounce comes and they're going to nail you. Stay down, bad hops are going to go over you. Okay? So, backhand, forehand. I was taught whichever way you go, you still got to get your rear end down, so that means the back knee has to go down. And if I want to do it this way, either way is fine. Shortstop's going to their left, second baseman's going to their left, still back knee down. Then you can, once you get like this and you start bending, ball flattens out, goes underneath.
Problematic.
Bending here, no good for an infield. Teach them to stay down. And we start with pickup drills. Bo, every infielder, go on, you be on the, I'm not going to hurt you.
I'm ready for this, Coach.
Right there in the blue line. Okay, so the coach or the teammate, and it's all watch, we're going to move them side to side. Our feet never touch. We never cross. We just slide. It's going to be easy. Reach. Freeze. Get back to the reach part. I want his hands out, ahead, up. There you go. So we're reaching. Okay? Then we're going to slide him this way. Reach. There you go. Now, look how low he is. Now, stand up and try and feel this and bend.
Like not the right way.
Right, the wrong way. Bend from your weight. Now, see where the head is? Mm-hmm. Now do it the right way. Big difference. And once you start bending and reaching, you're dead. That ball is going to eat you up. Okay?
I'm not an infielder by any means, so.
He could be, though. He's got good form. So then we do down one, down two, 10 of those, and then you switch with your teammate. And you do it again. And we do 2 or 3 sets of those. It's a conditioning, which is good, plus the fact, and once I see an infielder not doing it correctly, stop. What did you do? So here's what they normally do that's just getting your fielding position, okay, and field it underneath you. To the ball, you've let the ball get into your body. You want to get it out in front. So there's your basics that this pickup drill is going to do. Then we have get down on your knees. Then we're going to have short hop drill out in front. Let's turn around. Sorry. Okay. And these are teammates. Out in front. Out in front. Short hop drills. Now, if you're going to throw them, you want to do a little sidearm so you can get it flatter. Now, you tell me, any infielder you see to field a ground ball, isn't that what he's doing? And that's how you start with the young kids, build up to the high school kids. The high school infielders did this drill every day. So until it becomes natural, because their first instinct is to just bend instead of getting down. Okay?
How far away do you normally put them?
Pardon me?
How far away is the average to do that drill?
Just, if I'm throwing it, I'll get back to here where I can throw it, and just like Jimmy said on soft toss, I'm the key on this. You got to teach a kid how to throw a short hop. They'll want to throw it out here. That's not a short hop there. You want to get it down where he's short hopping. But on our knees, right about here, especially the younger kids. All right?
You want to make it to the point where their fundamentals are so good that all they're worrying about is keeping their eye on the ball. I mean, that's the biggest thing with a lot of these drills is making sure they're watching the ball from the point it leaves someone's hand. When you're hitting, catching, fielding, always keeping your eye on the ball. So when Coach is talking about doing this, trying to catch the ball, you're not going to have too much success like that.
Right.
So if you see one of your guys get a bad hop and they kind of stop them and reinforce how we should have done that. See, you're not going to get hurt if you're down. If you start picking up and turning your head, then that's when you're going to get dinged.
Yeah.
So then, fielding position, get away from those metal. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then we start short house. Watch where his heel of his glove goes. Then we'll get up and short hop drill. You're doing pretty good, Bo. Must be a good thrower. So short hop drills, all right? Then he takes his 10, and then I got my glove on. I'm going to take my 10. All right. Then we go to forehand. Back knee down. No, don't move. You just stay. Forehand, back knee down. Out front, towards me. Now one hand.
One hand, you said?
Yeah. Don't lift, straight to it. There you go. And then you can even have them sit their knee down to teach them how low.
That's what I did. Make me not be.
Now, if you're have him move, okay, so that's the, then we're going to get back in. And you can go all the way down. So he goes with his left foot. The good thing is that you can, but that's in the way. So you want to teach him to do both to see what's most comfortable for them. A lot of guys, I was taught this way.
Yeah.
A lot of younger players, if you notice, you've been to an Arrows game and see that Linder, our stud player in AA, who hopefully will be in the bigs this year. He gets to a ball with this leg out, and the ball is gone before you could even go, how do you get rid of it? The kid is very talented.
Coach, do that again and stop. So, I'll tell you why they do it now. Why they teach you to go the other way. Go ahead and do it.
What's it, this way?
Like that, it's because when he picks it up now, his back foot is on his plane. Instead, if you go this way, this foot literally has to be placed.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why they do it now.
You're right.
In the old days, they went the other way.
So get your,
But your kids today, right foot, your coach, you can't make that throw anyway. Okay? So teach them whatever's most comfortable for right now. They don't have to do that literally.
okay, now,
This glove feels foreign to me.
well, it is foreign, but that was one mistake that everyone makes. This time, Bo, when you do that backhand, make sure that your hand extends. There we go. Get it back narrow like you tried to before, because they don't open their hands up. They just, their fingers are in the glove, and they make the glove narrow. If you open that hand exaggerated, there. Okay. Okay. Those are drills that we did in high school with all our infielders. Then we start throwing. Okay? And here's the other thing. Okay, you guys go out there and the coaches, talk to each other, about, oh, what are we going to do? Well, I want to have do BP for, well, you got to watch them catch. We don't know how to catch or throw a baseball. They got to be taught. No. Out. Look at my feet. I'm just ready to throw because what did I do with my feet? If we're both like this, so I'm receiving the ball, my hands are out. Both hands are out. When I catch it, I automatically crow hop. I point it and I throw it back. Not this, oh, we're just warming up our arms. No, you're teaching them how to catch.
All the time.
And how to throw. And how to get your feet. Remember I said, the errors are made in the infield because of bad feet. So if I catch this and used to just doing this, throwing across my body, then as a shortstop, my ball starts doing this. If I get my feet, and then I'm on top of the baseball, perfect. You know, so teach him how to catch it and throw. How many of you could tell me, if I was 8, how to crow hop? What is a crow hop? Have you ever seen a crow on the ground? How do they move? That's where the term crow hop came for infielders. But how do you teach it? If I'm right-handed, how do you teach it? Okay, it's similar. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. I just crow hop. And I'm a lot older than any of you except Anspaugh. Okay? If I'm left-handed, right, left, right. Okay, that's a crow. If you don't teach those kids how to crow hop, they're going to be throwing incorrectly. Left, right, boom. And remember I told you your best middle guys have got the best hands and the feet? That's why. They catch the ball and they've crow hopped and released it faster than any of your baseball players. Bo was good with his footwork when he caught for us. He was going in slow motion. But all that motion when he was down and up, you wouldn't even notice his feet. He was throwing the ball because the feet were gone before he was throwing it. The feet did its work before they threw the baseball.
I actually kind of started in the infield too. I played a little shortstop at third base.
I know you did. So footwork, how do you teach that? Well, we make it a little funny. I remember my H-League team. We started skipping around and crow hopping. We didn't even have our gloves on. We're laughing. But guess what? They put the gloves on. We started rolling them baseballs. How you throw? Kid gets up and he crow hops. Go home and let your dad or have your mom crow hop with you. Oh, it's hilarious when mom comes. What was I supposed to do when he came home? Teach him how to crow hop. Remember, left, right, throw. I just crow hop. Now I'm going to show you a drill.
Coach, can I ask
Yes, sir.
Guys, you all face this problem with sore arms. Okay? You all do. Oh, my arm hurts. My arm's sore. I can't throw today. Watch them play catch. You'll find out why their arms are sore all the time. The reason behind the crow hop is to get your body also behind, protect a little bit of the arm. You'll see kids stand there like this.
Right.
All day long for 20 minutes playing catch. Then tell you 10 minutes from now, the arm hurts.
Yeah.
All right? That's why it's important when they play catch and warm up, like he said, get them crow hopping. Get them to move their feet, catch the ball, crow hop, and throw. Because you get that body behind it, protects this.
Legs and core.
I see it all the time. Arm hurts, coach. Watch the kid play catch. He's throwing flat-footed. Throwing all arm.
Crow hop.
That's why it's not good to hit like that too. If you're just using all your upper body, you're not getting any power behind it.
So this drill, we called it 4 corners. And not only the middle guys, but the first baseman. And before I end my session, I want Jimmy real quick to show you some drills around the first base bag. When we coached together, he had the first baseman, I had the other infielders. Okay, then we would do drills together. As first baseman, the third baseman would come into this 4-corner drill that I'm going to show you. Now imagine we got another guy with Bo.
4 corners.
Yeah, and then another guy equal with me. Okay, so there's 4 parts to this thing. All of it was geared originally starting with middle guys. When we turn to double play, and I'm going to go to footwork after we get done with this to show you footwork around the bag. But if I catch the baseball from my partner, look at my hands, look at this. If they start doing this one-handed in the drill, I go stop, use the back of your glove. So I can't catch it, I've got to use the back of the glove to teach them transfer. Try it, coaches. Don't hurt yourself, but try it. All right? It's a great drill.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that?
You're throwing the ball.
See the back of the glove?
Catch the ball, guys. You gotta use 2 hands to do that.
Here. Okay, so I've got a set of paddles that I pulled out the paddles, and we did all these drills with no glove. But a paddle, you've seen them where you put your fingers in the back of it, and it's a hard paddle, and you just got to direct the ball into your hand, transfer drill. Shortstop, second baseman, turning a double play could win you the state championship if you're doing it the right way. If you're catching it, then I'm coming out, then I'm crow hopping and throwing.
Too much time.
Right.
Way too much time.
Okay? So this drill, when I receive the ball, did I crow hop? Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. You don't have to move to crow hop. If I'm a second baseman and I'm doing my pivot, and this is how we teach it to rock, I'm boom, and I'm gone with my throw. So, watch my feet. I receive, and I've crow hopped, and I throw. He does the same thing to Jimmy. Jimmy to... Okay, so that's the regular turn. Now, how about if I'm a second baseman, I go to my left, and I have to throw to turn to double play. All the way around and throw. Then we go counterclockwise. I receive it from Bo, bang, all the way around. Now you get the lazies. I come this way, look how I'm throwing the ball. Across my body. Stop. How are you supposed to do that? I see one of my infield in the four corner. Catch it one-handed. Stop. You're catching it one-handed. 2 hands. Okay? Go this way. Okay, so, Bo. What's that? No, I'm going to go this way to you. So here's the 4 corners. I'm going to catch it, all the way around, throw it. He's going to go all the way around, more, with that front foot. There. See that lead shoulder?
That's the key.
If your feet are square, but you're lazy and you're here, how's he throwing the ball?
Cross his body.
Across his body, which makes it spin one way or the other. He's got to square up. The feet's good, square up. He's throwing, all right? Makes sense. This is a good drill. Then we tighten it all up, get closer, and we're going to pitch it. How many times have you seen the shortstop pitch to the second baseman for a double play? So we're going to take a step, pitch it, and follow through with my other step. And then I'm going to follow where I tossed it. Okay? So I'm going to get it. No. 4 corner. We're still in the drill. Yeah. So I'm going to catch it, crow hop, and my step, follow through. Then Bo's going to go that way. Pitch it. Okay. Now, how about if it's the second baseman? Okay. And he's going to his right, and I want to pitch it. So, I'm going to receive it. I'm going to take a step and crow hop, thumb underneath the baseball, and pitch it. First thing they want to do, they want to go. We're going to catch it, crow hop, and then he's going the other way. So, this takes care of every turn a middle guy does is in this. Now you say, why do the first basemen and third basemen have to be involved in this? Well, how many times have you seen our first baseman, okay, have to field it if they're lefty or righty and have to pitch it if I'm left-handed, or pitch it to the pitcher covering first when I'm pulled away?
That's pretty
How
good,
many?
guys. If your pitcher's covering first, it's a great drill for the first baseman. You gotta follow.
Or how about if I'm a right-handed first baseman and I got to turn a double play? Or a corner drill. Look what my feet just did. Automatically. Boom. So every third baseman, okay, if I'm a third baseman, I got to turn a double play. Bang, crow hop, underneath me. I didn't move much. And boom, for a corner drill. So no matter how young your players are, obviously the younger ones, you got to scoot them in because they're going to be thrown it everywhere. And they'll also be wanting to move around everywhere. So it's a great drill.
Hey, remember earlier when I was talking about the wrist? This is where you gotta emphasize that. We don't break our wrist. Like Coach said, just give the lollipop throw. I hear it. Firm.
So any questions about any of the drills that we just showed you? Okay? I'm going to go over,
I had a quick question.
yeah, go ahead.
You were showing the forehand and the backhand, and obviously it was from the righty's standpoint. I've got two definite infield lefties. So
When they're in the drill, okay, when they're in the drill, and I'm a left-handed and I'm doing the throws, they receive it and they'll have to turn all the way around with their feet and throw it.
now, what about like when he was down on one knee and he was doing the
Oh,
backhand and the forehand?
Same
Same
thing.
thing.
Because obviously he had the right leg in the back.
It's opposite.
You know,